What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den this evening. Apologize for the little bit of a late start. I had some things in different places. I forgot I'd swapped a few things around. I was fooling with something earlier, and I kind of snacked a little bit late, right on the brink of it. But I'm glad. I thank you for joining me this evening. It is an honor and a privilege to be your host this evening. So I hope that you are having a significantly super Saturday. I don't think that makes any sense, but it sounds good, right? Well, I hope you are. I hope you're having a good day either way it goes. I am Ed Honcho, your host. This is The Den, the best conversation on the internet, social commentary from a realistic perspective. A lot of stuff to talk about this evening. The trannies are angry at me. It is super funny. I went and caught up on some old comments. They are mad, and I don't give two shits. But let's talk about it. It's a little water splash back in my face. It's kind of cold. Anyway, let's talk about it, man. No, because that video I did about the chick that got killed, they swear up and down that I'm just anti everything. I wanted the girl to die. I'm like, y'all are fucking sick. That's all I say. That's how you know that shit is a mental illness. Because look, I don't wish death upon anybody. You know, and I don't hate anyone. If you've done no harm to me, I don't hate you. I may not like the way you do things. I may not like your lifestyle or whatever it may be, but I don't give a shit enough to be like, I'm just gonna go on this tirade to just want to undermine everything. I don't care. I said it was unfortunate. You wanted her to die. Like, bitch, you sick in your fucking head. And I'm not saying bitch as in woman, just bitch ass nigga. Anyway, let's do the proper things that we're supposed to do. Let's get into the conversation tonight, because I think it'll be very interesting. Make sure you're following all the proper socials. Den Show Live on everything: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Den Show Live at Gmail. If you're liking the content, man, hey, like the video. If you're new to this, subscribe. You know, it is always appreciated. Liking the video lets YouTube know, hey, we got something good going on over here, and maybe they'll share with other like-minded individuals. If you want to call the Den Show, whether we are live or, you know, not, 833-284-3336, 833, the number 2, The Den is the easiest way to remember that. Interesting. And then, if you want to support the Den with a one-time donation, you can always go to streamlabs.com/the Den Show. I don't know why some of these things are not doing what they're supposed to, just kind of popping up and kind of go away. But anyway, and if you would like to consider pledging to the Den on a monthly donation, you can go to patreon.com/the Den Show. Several tiers with rewards there if you do so choose. You want to get your shirt that says "That's Unfortunate," or some of the other shirts that I will rock. I actually got a couple of new ones. I ain't put them in the store yet. I'm gonna be rocking a new shirt tomorrow and Monday. So, but I'm gonna put both designs in the store tomorrow. So I think y'all might like those. I like them personally. That's why I got them. But if you want to, buy some Den Show merch, go to the store. The link is in the description below. Just kind of scroll down a little bit. I think it should be there. Not that I think it is there. And I'll post it in the chat here in a little while, just in case, for those who may be watching on a different device where you can't access the description. I think that's all the proper protocol. That's all the housekeeping that we go through. Let's talk about it, man. Let us talk about it. So, the question that I asked was, is it smart to be stupid, right? And this is kind of based off a conversation, towards the end of the Den last night, which was extremely long Den, that, Miss Rashida and I were having, and, talking about, being kids in or being black kids, especially in gifted classes or, accelerated classes or whatever you call them, different places call them different things, and how you're treated compared to other kids. Why? And it's not just about black folks tonight, but I'm just saying that this is kind of the basis of where the conversation came from. That, we black folks, we treat education as a bad deal, but I'm thinking now that's starting to kind of permeate throughout society, where people are condemning smart people people are condemning rich people, definitely. You know, they hate rich people. I don't understand why when everybody wants to be rich, but whatever. Let's kind of get to it, man. Let's talk about it. Let me see who we got joining us tonight. I see Culture the Noob is holding it down. Ferocious Film, what's the motherfucking deal? I don't know why this fucking... I'm finna switch over to fucking Chrome, because this shit is fucking killing me. This shit is fucking pissing me off. I don't even like using Chrome, but for some reason the Firefox, the fucking chat is always on some fucking bullshit. Fucking sign in and shit too, god damn it. But let's see who we got joining us while I'm doing that. See, every time I scroll up, I can't scroll back down. Miss Bell, Southern Style, Lady Licious, what's the motherfucking deal? Shannon Jones, how are you this evening? Yeah, because this shit's pissing me off. It's fucking still does this every fucking night, so I'll miss shit. So when I'm trying to, I don't want that. Just you know what I need. Like I'm trying to scroll back down, like right now the fucking chat is fucking stuck, and if I try to go back up again, it's gonna do some stupid shit. V Darko, what's the motherfucking? Always good to see you, Miss V. Let me see. Professor Trio, what's the motherfucking deal? Cartier, what's the motherfucking deal? Heidi, the hater. Soul Better, what's the motherfucking deal? Kahau MC. Let's see. Reggie, 41693, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. I don't know, I can't tell if it's caught up or not. It's just doing some dumb shit. There we go. See if I can pull this up live and just a second, cause I'm fucking done with Firefox. Like, it's really irking me. Let me pop that out. That's what she said. All right, we should be Gucci here. Make sure we're on the live chat. And let's get it. Hopefully that should work a bit better. All right, looks like it is. Just let me scroll up and down and do what I need to do. Cool. Instead of fucking getting stuck. So, here's the thing. So what I wanted to talk about was just how society nowadays, it promotes almost ignorance. You know, we talked a while back when we talked to elders and ancestors, and we said, you know, that elders had the experience and they, you know, could teach you life examples from, you know, their personal journeys. Now, society, it's almost, it craves, what are the children thinking? Now, I know parents spend money on their kids, and so that's probably why media and stuff targets them, but you know, it's almost like everything is based on ignorance. And I'm not saying that all kids are stupid, but they don't have that life experience to make the right decisions. They're still figuring out their way. And so they make a lot of stupid decisions. But for some reason, we as a society now, or the Western world, we tend to gravitate towards more ignorance instead of experience. You know, I talk about how, think about it. If you have somebody who can do a basic ass twerk and dance to some stupid ass song, they're gonna get more views than somebody like, you know, Neil deGrasse explaining something. You know, well, he's a light character, but I'm sure there's other intelligent characters out there that they're not gonna get that same attention. And they may be talking about something that is beneficial to society, but people aren't gonna listen. Oh, I've never heard of that, but I seen this fucking, you know, ass injected motherfucker over here walking around and her ass was huge. You know, the stupid shit is what we care more about than anything. I think that people are turned off when they realize that certain people are more intelligent than them. They'd rather feel on the same level of somebody who has a lesser intelligence. We talked last night about guys like Plies and what's the other fucking dude's name? 2 Chainz. These guys have degrees, but yet they promote a lot of ignorance in their rapping. Plies, he fakes his voice and then he does the Sweet Pussy Saturday, or he says all this crazy shit. You know, he raps about a bunch of shit that he never did. 2 Chainz, got degrees. He's an older gentleman, but, you know, he promotes a lot of ignorant behaviors. But these guys, and I'm not saying just because you have a degree doesn't make you intelligent, but they've obviously valued education somewhere along the way, but it's not necessarily benefiting them in what they choose to do. And so My thing is, why? Why is it that we choose to go in the direction of the ignorant, the easy stuff? Why is it, as I mentioned earlier, and I don't even think it's just the black community anymore. I think maybe I think it's low class communities as a whole. And I'm not saying that all black communities are low class, but if you come from an impoverished area, niggas don't value education. Because I've seen white folks the same way. I've seen Hispanics the same way. When it really comes down to it, you using them big words. You saying this other shit. Man, fuck that shit. This shit ain't real anyway. This ain't gonna help me get a job. Whatever. And there can be a little bit of truth in it, but at the same time, why do we not value having as much knowledge as you possibly can? Why is that not looked upon favorably? Is it because of the work that goes behind it? Is it because people who have been, I don't know. I mean, we talk about, I'm trying to bring this up too. I said I was going to put this thing up here. Just to make sure I do. If it's about making some money, yeah, we all about the money. But then, like I say, we're talking about these entertainers who go and here we go. Yeah, copy that. We have these entertainers who go and play dumb to sell more. They falsify lifestyles to sell more. There we go. And all right. Check the Iggy. All right. But again, how walk off on Boston. Again, like I said, nobody cares. Man, I've seen that. That's what I'm saying. That type of foolishness too. That man, I'm glad, man. Look, I'm gonna start doing some different things too. I said I'm gonna start doing like daily lives, starting Monday, like during the day. And I'm thinking, Beyond the Funny made a good point on the post. He said, I say den at 10, so maybe 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. would be the times. But how many of you have seen that video, right? Now, if this woman would have just walked across the stage, it wouldn't have been viral. It wouldn't have been a thing at all. Nobody would have known. She would have went on about her life. But she's walking across the stage to graduate, I'm assuming, getting a degree and who knows what. And she stops in the middle of the stage, starts twerking and throwing money in the air. Why? What does that prove? What does that justify? But the people don't even want to listen to the teachers these days. There was a video a while back. I forgot what it was, but it was a guy. He asked his like two cousins or something, like a simple math question, and they are baffled. It took them like 10 minutes to figure it out. But and again, you're right. You can't expect the entertainers to be the ones to teach the kids, but if you have intelligent people out there, why don't they promote intelligence? Would that take away, if people start to wake up and realize that being intelligent involves you watching a lot less television, listening to a lot less, of the bullshit ass music, do you think that would actually hurt their industries if people did that? They need to bring back Schoolhouse Rock, But no, absolutely. But I mean, I agree though. But what you have, and this is what I'm saying, is that you have the parents who do say, hey, be educated, be this, be that. My mom was, like I say, anytime I'd ask her what a word meant, she'd send me to the dictionary. But like we were saying last night when I was speaking to Rashida, it was like, hey, because I was in different classes, and then at one point there was a new school. So the one school I was at, they said that either they were going to skip me up a grade or able to move me to a different class or whatever because they didn't have advanced classes. Then I think the next year, I actually ended up going to a different elementary like nearby. But the thing was, when I did have encounters, maybe Jim might have been the only class with the other regular students. It was, hey, look at that, he's a nerdy guy, he's this, he's that, or you have people who look at education as foolishness. You're getting free knowledge. You got people who go to school just to socialize. And again, you can say, yeah, that's on the parents. I mean, I guess if you as a parent set a standard and set an expectation for your child, then they will value that. But it gets to a point where children are influenced by their peers. Your parents can only say so much, and then it becomes a fight between the parents and the peers. And if your peers are not giving a shit about it and they are off doing this, that, and the third, then the kid can easily get impacted by that. Unless you're going to be one of those strict parents who's not going to let your children do anything. And then you run the risk of them either rebelling in a major way, or if they do go off to college, they start wilding out because they've never had experience, and then they become so naive that they get taken advantage of. Hey Keisha, how you doing this evening? And so it's hard to draw that fine line. But even with that, even with the parents who know that they didn't do as well in school, they're struggling, they don't even encourage their children to go out and get an education. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That 2 Chainz supposed to have some type of degree, but he doesn't do that. Plies. He fakes his whole accent, does all this stuff because it sells. The foolishness sells. People want the foolishness. And I understand that you don't want to deal with stuff that you can see every day in your everyday life. Nobody wants to watch fucking chemical engineer work or something. Who knows? But you have these people who they don't give a shit, man. And then you wonder why the cycle continues. And so I'm just trying to figure out why. What is it? I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what's on y'all's mind. Why is intelligence not attractive? Why is it not encouraged as much as it should be? Are we too influenced? And I mean, the thing is, you got the Googleizer. You can Google anything. Now, I will say this, and I said this the other day. We are more knowledgeable as a society, but we're not more intelligent as a society. I think we're a little bit dumber. I think we're more knowledgeable, but dumber. So we got who said that? Never trust a smart dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of smart dumb niggas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of smart dumb people. And so what I mean by that is they have access to the information, but the way they process the information is so ass backwards that it really doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Lil Jon does. I didn't even know Lil Jon did. Wow. But the culture, no. The Migos is the culture, Heidi. I thought you knew this. Yeah, what you just said right there. Prison is cooler than the unis or the universities or college. A nigga will happily say, man, I'll go do 4 or 5 years in jail behind some dumb shit. Tell a nigga go do 4 or 5 years in college. Niggas don't want to do that. That's a no-go. And again, so that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's bothersome. It's bothersome that society as a whole, you wonder why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's because the rich practice certain habits. They have certain values, which they instill in their children because they want to keep their children rich and to keep the money in the family, to keep that family name a certain way. And the poor don't really value anything. They don't value education. They don't value investments. They don't value anything. They don't value life. And that is fucking crazy, man. Now, yes, now you have a very good point now, but I do believe there are different layers of intelligence. And I don't think that you have to necessarily you have to read every book or know everything. Some people have education and some people have intelligence and some people have a combination of both. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is you can put certain people in a certain environment and they will figure out whatever it is that they have to figure out to become successful, to thrive in that environment, to utilize, whatever skill sets they possess, or capitalize or improve on those skill sets. I think that's more along the lines of intelligence, how you can use what you got to improve. And I don't think that there is a finite level of intelligence. And that thinking for me has changed after, reading some things recently. But it's just about how much you're willing to work at increasing your intelligence. So I think that's a different thing. But then you have education, where people, they're not really good at necessarily figuring things out without a heavy helping hand, if you will. I'm trying to use that, what is that? Which one is that? Alliteration? No, what's the other one? Fuck, I can't even think of what it is. But anyway. But some people just, you almost got to walk them through it. You almost got to walk through it repeatedly. They're willing to learn, but they're just not able to process too much on their own. And they have a difficulty figuring things out. But again, I think that is learning habits, how you've been taught to learn, and the way you look at learning can definitely hinder that. Because I do believe that you can be more intelligent. What did they say? They said Einstein was an idiot, right? They said a couple other people who were famous inventors and, coming with theories and all these other things, they said that they were dumb. But yet somehow these people end up, changing the world with their hypotheses. I think it's just about the way that you learn. And then once you learn a formula or a method that works well for you, you have to continue to apply that. And I think that you can increase your intelligence. I do really believe that. I do really believe that. So that's my thing, But I want to know your thoughts. I'm going to open up this line. And I want to know your views. I want to know how you feel. And if there's some other story or something that I may have missed today or we haven't discussed and you want to chop it up about, feel free. I know some of y'all may have some lingering comments from yesterday. It's bound to happen, so feel free. But give me just a second. Let me open up this line and let's make it shake. You can learn a lot from a dummy. Those commercials used to be great. I used to love those commercials. Fucking crash test dummies. All right. And no Golden Graham slander will be allowed this evening. The shenanigans and things that I have heard. But what do you think that is? Do you think that that is the environment that they were introduced to at such a young age that made it conducive to their learning ability? And is it not a marathon? So isn't it what you acquire over the long haul more so than what you know always, or know what you know necessarily in the moment? All right, that's that. And let me let's click some stuff real quick. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe if you're new and you lurking. All the proper socials. Everything Den Show Live. And if you want to send an email, denshowlive@gmail. I'm still mad. I'm fucking locked out of my Honcho shit. I don't even post nothing bad on Twitter. I just retweet a lot of shit. Them fucking Twitter ass clowns. You want to make a one-time pledge to the channel, streamlabs.com/The Den Show. Patreon.com/The Den Show if you want to make a monthly pledge. The number, there we go. All right, cool. So, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know what you guys feel when it comes to discussing intelligence. Yeah, they locked me out for nothing. It's not that I got hit with there's no tweet that I have to delete to get my account back. I've never had that account. flagged or tagged for any kind of bullshit. And one day they said, oh, it's suspicious activity. So I put in the thing, it says, hit the button to send a code to your phone. And they never send the code. I've pressed it between today and yesterday at least 20, 30 times. Never send the fucking code. And I mean, just various times a day, not back to back to back. And then, I hit the little, it didn't send the code. I let them know that. They just restart the process. I went in, I changed the password. They said something about that. It might be suspicious activity. Still nothing happens. I sent in a fucking email and they tell you the exact same thing to do that's not working. So I sent them another one to tell them that that shit don't work. And I'm waiting on a reply back from that. So there's that. Dr. SF, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the den. We're all friends in the den. Yes. Speak your mind. Free speech is welcome in the den. No, I don't think Maria knows how to use Twitter. I wouldn't be surprised. But has there been a dislike on the video yet? Because if so, we already know where that came from. Usually there is before the stream even starts. So I think between that and the angry transgenders, I think people just been going down, just tagging all the, hitting all the dislike buttons. Okay, yeah, cool. She did her job. Awesome. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So yeah, I don't think that, I'm sure she doesn't have a separate account. I'm sure she's still watching. Hey Maria, how you doing? So, no, but I don't think that has to do with the Twitter. I mean, like I said, because I repost a lot of shit, but most of my personal Twitter, I address issues or I look at issues that, I talk about, liberal bullshit, bad ideas. Not always. Like I said, I don't think I lean one. Well, I do lean one way, but I don't identify as conservative or liberal. The last thing that I retweeted was a comment about how they're perpetuating this bullshit. Because they were talking about who was behind the Megan Thee Stallion and her getting a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And basically blowing up out of nowhere. But it's like we complain, and this is where I talk about foolishness. Because I talked about Lupe last night. A guy like Lupe, very intelligent, makes great music, gets no play. Smart people listen to him. Other people are like, man, I don't know what this nigga talking about. This shit don't jam. And Lupe jams. But you'll get, I shake my ass, I fuck a bunch of niggas, I do this, I twerk, I break these niggas, I strip on the pole, I do this. And this shit becomes number one. Is this what we've been wanting all the freedoms for? I mean, is this peak society right now? You know what I mean? And it's just like, I have no, I don't even know who she, I honestly, if she walked into the den right now, I'd kick her out because I don't know who she is. I mean, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you what she looked like. I just been hearing the name pushed around a lot. And, but basically they were talking about the same one behind her is the same one who's been behind a lot of this music that has been perpetuated to create the stereotypes. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Ferocious Film.
Ferocious, what's the motherfucking deal? What's on your mind, man?
Man, I just calling in to talk about this topic we got today. It might be a little wind and a little background noise, but hopefully you can work with me.
Yeah, you could. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to help me get my mind back on track because I was listening to what you were talking about earlier, but I have to come to the Civic Center near my house to get a better connection so I can make a call. So you were talking about how Einstein and the okay.
I was saying kind of about, Einstein was considered stupid when he was young, but, he came to be one of the great thinkers in history. But I was saying that I believe that people do not have a finite level of intelligence. That I do believe that you can build on your intelligence, but you definitely have to work at it. And you have to find a system of learning that works best for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that's pretty much true. When it comes to intelligence, you have to you have to ask yourself, what's my limit? Am I willing to go past that limit? And with with this education system that we got in play, it's not really working for the best interest of the children because I mean the kids are like what 3 years old, 2 years old. People are already shipping them off to school, putting shapes and all these other things. If they saying, "Oh, it's better for the children," and then they come home and school's ended, it's summertime. They don't know any of that damn shit. Really, you was just wanting a free babysitter. You know what I'm saying? And with the level, like I said, you know me, the level of child abuse that goes on, it's definitely not best. It's just they come home, get abused, and wake up, go to school in the morning. It's just not the best way to raise children. I don't think, I'm not, like I said, I'm no doctor of scientist. I know they got all kinds of people that will tell you, the body only needs 8 hours of sleep a day. But ask these motherfuckers who's only getting 8 hours of sleep a day, they'll tell you, God damn it, I'm tired of the motherfucker, right?
Yeah. Shit, 8 hours still
So,
good.
yeah, I mean, shit. And these, I really wanted to speak on these sayings. You hear all these little quotes and anecdotes, like stuff like, with friends like you, who needs enemies? But if you were actually chasing, if you're actually chasing knowledge and stuff, then being with the in crowd, if you weren't afraid to be quote the black sheep, weren't afraid to be outcast, you would realize these sayings have been doctored and dictated by the more. If one time I was chilling with this so-called friend, right?
Yeah.
Said, if he had done me a favor, gave me money or something, gave me a ride, something like that, right? Said, with friends like you, and then he finished he goes, who needs enemies? And I said, why'd you say that? I was gonna say, friends like you, who need family.
Yeah.
And then we realized maybe that's what the real saying is. Maybe it started out that way, but in the long run, it just got so many people got used to being screwed over that they altered it. With friends like you who needs enemies. And the thing with intelligence is people are so afraid to be the outcast for being smart. Nobody wants, like, who likes the smart ass, right?
Correct.
Who the hell likes the smart ass? Nobody. Well, you gotta have the nuts. You gotta have the heart to be the one that's unliked. Because if you just go along with the in crowd, you're gonna find yourself in jail. You find yourself in worse circumstances than if you would have just been pursuing nothing but knowledge. I mean, of course, people want to step out, have their fun and everything. I understand that, but I feel like we have a moral obligation to be better than we are, and to be constantly chasing to be a better person. Because every day we got this corrupted society trying to poison us. Every day, every day you step out, it's everywhere. There's no way you can go through the whole entire day without committing some kind of illegal activity, not because you want to, because you've been intertwined with that way. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, it's illegal to accept gas that's been stretched. You know, they put water in it or something. But you know, you got to save money, so you go to the gas station that has the cheapest gas. Now you intertwine in a criminal activity, but if the police want to be an asshole about it, they can bring you in. You know, they'll do what they want. They'll try to if you don't stand up for yourself. They'll throw you, you know. Oh, I remember you from over here. You talk crazy to me that day. We're gonna throw you in with all this. You know what I mean? It's just it's so much of a massive scale, and that really speaks to. Remember when you were talking about that girl graduating and she starts twerking on stage, throwing money in the air. That's really her saying, you know, I'm smart. I got this degree, but I'm still hood. Let me look at me. I'm still hood rat, kind of shit. You know, I'm still in. I'm with the in crowd. Don't think I forgot about y'all.
Yeah.
But it's not really that she hasn't thought. You know, that she forgot about it. That she forgot about the the hood. It's just that she doesn't. You make people feel inferior when you speak smartly, when you speak like people. Not everybody likes to soak up game. Some people just like to be the sheep. They just lead me. Just tell me where to go. Just work here, get off at this time, get paid this. Okay, that's all I want to do, because I don't want to get involved with the people who are scared of us having the knowledge, powerful knowledge to take care of ourselves and better ourselves. Because if that happens, all of a sudden, what we want to spread that knowledge, because we're the ones who can see these people who are suffering. These people who are just letting the cycle go on and on and on, like, you know, and you want it to stop. You see these people, you see these 5-year-old kid, 10-year-old kid, 13-year-old going down the wrong path, you know, smoking weed. Oh, you know, weed ain't that bad. It's a gateway drug. And, oh, well, you know, make sure, you know, oh, you with your girlfriend, make sure you use a rubber. Oh, well, how you gonna tell a kid that he's only 14, 15 years old? He ain't supposed to be having sex. Yeah, but if you don't, he might not use it.
Word.
You know what I mean? It's just like at some point we need to sit down and be like, we need to just tackle this thing head on. Stop pussyfooting.
I agree.
And that's why when I first came into the den, I was speaking with Colt Red Anubis, and we were talking. I told him, you know, this ignorance is bliss thing. It's really just a mirage. You know what, like a mirage, when you see it from far away, you think, damn, there's paradise. I'm on my way. When you get up close, you realize the hell you're in. And that's what we become. We're living in hell. But the thing is, we living in it because we're making it that way. We have the power to change all this. When I come to this civic center, and when I walk the street, you know, I tell my friends, yeah, I'm walking my street. This is my place right here. This big ass civic center is my place. And they just laugh, right? Laugh their ass off. You stupid. You dumb. Let the police show up. Hey, sir, you can't be here. Really? Because I paid the taxes to be here. I'll be here until I feel like I want to leave. Then friends look at me like, oh, what the hell? I ain't never seen nobody talk to the police like that. Well, let the police catch them alone. Hey, y'all got to get the hell out of here. Oh, my bad, we gone. We didn't know. And they get ran off. Next thing you know, police see them again. Hey, come here. What y'all got in y'all's pockets? Oh, sir. Boom. Drug possession, felony charge, misdemeanor, gun charge, all kinds of shit. When really, all you had to do, be a man. They want to take your manhood. They don't want you to have that. They don't want you to have powerful knowledge, because once you have powerful knowledge, you realize you don't need these things. You don't need drugs. You don't need anything to make you feel more than a human being, because you'll just be rolling. You'll just be, man. You will feel so. If you have the knowledge, man, it's it's so real. You feel like your brain's on fire. You feel like you got a burning crown on your head. I mean, it's just I can't even explain it, man.
Okay.
And you have to be the one that has the nuts. You have to have the heart. You can't be scared. You know, you got to go past the limits, push past the limits, and chase the knowledge. Don't be scared. People, you know, I know change. People are scared of change. That's what it's going to take, though. It's going to take change. It's going to change you.
So I got a question for you.
I mean, yeah.
What type of knowledge do you think is more beneficial? Functional knowledge or general knowledge?
I would have to say I would have to say you would have to put the general over the financial, but I wouldn't say that one is more than the other. But I would personally say the general knowledge would come first, and then because if you do it the other way around, you would be in a position where somebody could come and take all your financials away using general knowledge. Oh, you know, like say I start a business, whatever, get rich. All of a sudden, boom, man, fakes a damn leg injury. Now he's suing me for $13 million. I should have known better. Now I got to start from the bottom again. You know what I'm saying? And I used to chase the financial knowledge when money. Hey, when you hear it all the time, get the money, 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 money. I mean, that's all you hear, especially coming from low, poverty neighborhoods, low income. That's all you hear, man. Just get the money, you'll be good. And you just get money, just go out there and get a job, just do. And then you start seeing everything else that you forgot leaking over. Oh shit! I should have known better. I should have known how to talk to people better. I should have known how to treat people better. I should have known how to, money wasn't everything. And I didn't realize that till too late. Now I got to start from the bottom.
Okay.
And it sucks. Shit. Nobody wants to be on the bottom. Who the hell wants to be on the bottom? I mean, got his perks. Shit, don't get me wrong. You got his perks. Yeah, you got the juice. You get the juice, but shit, I want the sauce. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I want the sauce, babe. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add to that there, Ferocious?
Nah, man, that's really it. It's just, all goes back to we need to focus on our children. That's it.
Focus on the kids. You say you start with the children and encourage them to aggressively pursue knowledge, to aggressively pursue their intelligence.
At the same, okay. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I'm talking about is like knowledge of the world. You gotta how evil the world is and how cold it is. You go to school and they tell you we live in the best country, we live in the best nation in the world. But these kids is like eating it up. They're eating it up, and then they gotta go home and get an ass whooping for being too loud. They gotta go home and they gotta hear their mom getting beat. They gotta hear the dad having sex with the girlfriend. They gotta hear all kinds of just immoral shit, really, because we gotta work all day. We come home, we feel like shit. I'm finna enjoy myself, and I know it's shit. I know it's a lot to take on. Shit, I know it's a lot to take on, but we gotta take it on from the bottom, because the more that we don't, the more the government is gonna try to use that later on and be like, oh, well, y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do. How come when she gets home? How come when he gets home, it's like this? How come they're going through this at the house? You know what? Let me just call CPS and get them make a quick $8,500 off your child. You ain't doing nothing about it. Fuck around and call CPS. Let them know a child is actually being abused, but in a position where they can't come and take the child. They ain't gonna do shit about it. Why? because they just chasing the money.
That's then you know.
We seen it happen with Malia Davis.
Yeah,
They couldn't adopt that child out. What they do, they put it right back in there. If she gets destroyed some more, and we'll go and get her again. And maybe we can adopt her out and make that bread. If not, now she's already dead. It's too late.
So
Who's mad? The people.
I got a question, man. You said something a couple of minutes ago, and you were talking about teaching the children, teaching about how fucked up the world is. Children are young and innocent. So do you think that if you start off too early teaching these children these things, that it ruins their approach to life? Do you think that would kill their ambitions, or do you think that strengthens them to be prepared for what they could possibly encounter in the world?
Okay. Oh, I know everybody's like, these children's minds are fragile. These children's minds are so fragile. Oh my God, the children. You can't tell them these things, because you tell them these things, they're gonna be ruined for the rest of their life. What the hell is going on? These children are ruined. They're already ruined. And are we telling them anything? No. What are we telling them? Just be a good boy. Just be a good little girl. Just listen to any adult. Just listen to this person. Listen to that person. Oh, so that's them easily being taken advantage of. You understand what I'm saying? Now these children are so easily taken advantage of because we don't want to show them the truth about the world. And what's the truth about the world? It's dirty, it's evil, it's wicked. Everybody wants to come and take your child. PS wants to take your child. Now people are trying to kidnap children, take them, get their fucking organs cut out, and they're telling us that we can't tell the children nothing. No, this is the thing that you need to realize. There is no we. There's me and there's you. I'm gonna tell my child what I want. Tell my child what the deal is. I'm gonna tell my child I'm gonna tell my child, why women are the way women are. Why men the way that men are. And what a real man, and what's the difference between a real man and a real woman, and what's the difference between a fake man and a fake woman. People are so caught up with I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna call the sheriff, call the CPS, and they're gonna tell me this. They're gonna tell me, well, shit. Just let them talk your ear off. Shit, they get paid. We paying them. That money is coming from you. So talk their fucking ear off. And they get frustrated. Shit, they should get frustrated. I'm frustrated. You the parent, you frustrated. Your child is frustrated. They over here getting off early on Fridays? When do you think children get abused the most? You think they get abused Monday through Thursday? Or you think they get abused over the weekend?
I'm pretty sure we got more free time.
No. Yeah, I mean, shit. And the system it's not set up to protect them. It's just set up to take them. And that's the goal they're working towards, because I'm not saying that they want to work to be more knowledgeable, because at the end of the day, the states want to get paid as much as they can. Federal government. So the sooner your children, I'm telling you, Honcho, they would take your children to school on their fucking birthday, the day of their birth, if they could. For the God, they would. I know it. And it's us. If we're pushing, we too scared to get our ear talked. Don't want nobody looking at us all. Your family is the function. You know what's wrong with your family, with your race. What's wrong with y'all's people? And I told you, know me. I'm gonna give it as real as I can. I'll be the first one to tell you. what's wrong with me and my people. Because like that's just being 100. That's just being, I mean, thousands. Because if you don't, you just keep this fraudulent, this fraudulent, uh, uh, this fraudulent word play up where you just like, you know, everything's okay. Everything. What's the one thing people tell their babies? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, how many times do you think Malia heard it's okay? It's okay. I guarantee you that she heard that shit a lot. And everybody, like I'm saying, everybody knows has been abused. Everybody knows somebody's been molested. There ain't nobody speaking on it. And if I gotta be truthful, I gotta call the men out on this one. I gotta call them on this one because, hey, have you seen the men out? Have you seen the new man out there wearing dresses and shit? That's us. We allowing them to do that because we over here telling them it's okay. Hey, it's okay.
Well,
it's okay.
I'm gonna have to take a quote from what you said earlier to address that one. Well, there's us and then there's them. You know what they doing? You know, I mean, you know, the thing is that type of behavior though. Again, it's I think it's society as a whole. I think there's a lot of things going on that is telling people that is okay, that is justifiable. So, yeah, I don't.
Right. The thing, you know, it has to start from the seed before it can turn into the flowering stage. You know, before it reached this point where it got brought into society, it started in our house. It started in our homes. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I keep saying this has to come from us. This has to come from the bottom down here, because these rich motherfuckers up top, or these people who got bread, they laughing at us down here. They always been laughing at us down here. You don't think that there's some knowledge that they got they won't share?
Well, should they? Do you think they should?
I mean, should they?
Yeah.
I think it'd be extremely moral of them to do so. I think that they would benefit greatly as a consumer, but they would benefit greatly as a person. They would benefit greatly as a citizen. Is what I'm trying to say. They would benefit greatly as a citizen. Yeah, there won't be, you know, it won't make $100 billion. You know, people over here, kids ain't getting turned out to make the GDP higher. That won't be going on anymore, because we already know when people who are abused, they become better consumers because they're gonna buy. They can feel like, I gotta buy this. I need to buy these shoes. I need to get that. I need to grab this at the cash. I'm at the cash register. I'm paying already. I don't got enough money, but I need to go ahead and get this. I need this Coke. I need this 20-ounce Coke. What the hell you need? Well, go and sit back. Go get you a pack of Coke. It's cheaper.
So here's
per
my
Coke,
thing, though.
And you get it.
Here's my thing, though. You know, okay. So how about this, right? So you're talking about the knowledge. You're talking about that they may have, they may not share. You know, there's a lot of free knowledge out there, right? So you can go to your local public library. I mean, there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of books in that bitch. How many people you know that actually go to the library?
Hold on. Honcho, you cutting out. Hold on. Honcho.
Yeah. You can hear me?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay. Can you start over? I shut now.
Okay. You were talking.
Yeah, I hear you.
You were talking about the knowledge that they should pass down. And I said, you know, if you go to your local library, it's hundreds of thousands of books in that bitch. How many people do you know that actually frequent the local library?
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. I'm not talking about. See, that's just a hoax. I mean, you could sit down and read 1,000,000 books, but you have to change as a person before you can actually start retaining knowledge. You know, if I'm somebody that I go out and I get drunk every day and I smoke weed every day and I read a book every day, at the end of 5 years, You think I'm gonna be a person to somebody who don't smoke every day, drink every day, and read a book every day?
But then this is where my
Who's gonna be the better person?
but this is where my point is though. So if you
Who's gonna
got
be more susceptible to morality?
if you got millions of people doing that across the world, then if I got this sacred information and I see that that is the habit of the majority of people, then why share that? If they can't go get the basic knowledge that's available to them, why would I share my secret knowledge or whatever information that I have, knowing that they're not going to use it, it's not going to benefit them, they're not going to apply it anyway. So why would I share that?
Well, this is the thing though. You got to look at the picture as a whole. You can't just pick pieces of what you want to put into the equation. You got to look at the whole equation as it is. Like I said, stage 1, the children are abused. Stage 2, people telling them it's okay. Stage 3, get this general knowledge. When you frustrated as a kid, you don't want to. I mean, shit, you just got your ass whooped. You go to school with these people that trying to tell you sit down and read a book. They're so frustrated with you. They shaking you and handling you hard. You go and you tell the principal's not gonna do anything about it because she don't want to bring no bad juju to the school and have everybody trying to pull the kids out, go here and go there. Then you go home, you tell your parents about it. Parents like, oh, honey, I gotta work. I ain't got time to worry about you. You need to just if I had to go through it, why shouldn't you? And that's the big problem with the elders these days. Well, really, all through history is that they don't want these kids not to go through what they went through because they don't want to feel like they're inferior. I got my ass whooped as a child. It was okay. Look how it turned out. That type of shit. So now you just got hustled. You ain't gonna pick up the book. Of course I ain't gonna pick up the book. Why the hell would I pick up the book? I hate the world. The world done me as an innocent when I'm innocent, bro. Look how why would I pick up a book versus a rich child? Okay, let's look at the life of a rich child. They think they go at abuse. You go to school and the teachers are gonna handle them like that. You think they're gonna be like, I ain't gotta worry about you. No, they ain't gonna go through that. And it's just a big hustle going on to turn children out so they can be a better consumer once they grow up to make the GDP higher.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people are gonna be against what I'm saying because shit, I'm speaking out against things that have been going on forever. All traditionalists, like I said, these people who have like, oh, I got my ass whooped when I was a kid. I turned out all right. You know how brutal that shit sounds? Okay, well, I'm just saying, man. We gotta start from we have to do it down here because it ain't gonna get handed to us.
So, what do you think is going to create that change? What's going to make people wake up and make that change?
I think the more lower people that you get put on, you actually put on and get them to understand. I think that consciousness plane grab a hold of other people's consciousness, and it's gonna let them know. It's gonna make them spontaneously get that information. Why don't I look this like this? Why do I? You know what? I'm gonna change myself. I'm gonna change this about myself. I mean, think about everybody's influence, but not every action is influence. Sometimes people just spontaneously like, you know what? I think I want to eat healthier. They don't have to. Nobody has to see a video or see, read a book or anything like that. Sometimes people could it just comes from the consciousness. I think the more people you're on, let people know, you just say, hey, everything is like this. We need to work towards it being like this at the bottom, the lowest levels. And I think that consciousness will just grab hold. But Yeah, I know I've been going on a rant for a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let somebody else call in.
All right. Well, that's the bet, man. I
Unless you don't want to,
what we
you
say?
don't got any questions or nothing, do it?
Nah, that's all
You don't got no questions? Okay.
That's all I got. Man, but I appreciate you calling in there, Ferocious, man, and sharing your thoughts with us, man.
All right, bro.
All right, there we go.
100.
Bet. Tapes? Man, I had some old, the CDs, they put everything on CD, and then they parked the load at Third Ward. Them motherfuckers stole my CD, stole my radio face, didn't steal no bang, didn't steal no nothing else, but stole all my shit. I think that's the last time I've been really heavy fucking with CDs. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Man, you already know what it is for.
Nah, already, Roman, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. First of all, to ask the question. No, it's just not. It's not smart to be stupid, man. Why would you, not educate yourself or, reject yourself from learning knowledge that you could propel to the world to do something greater, to help you greatly get a great job, to support your family, to do bigger things. It's stupid to be stupid. What's the point? Now, I do give the guy was saying, it could be a lot from not learning it from home. When you don't get those basic core of functions of how to work, how to drive, how to communicate with people, how to just do the basics. It's hard to when you're thrown into the real world, you don't know it. And so I do get what he was saying. I mean, it kind of sound like me was rambling a little bit, so I don't blame you, bro, man. They probably gonna hate on you in the comments, but join the rambling team. And but I do get what he was saying, man. But Honcho, I'm gonna go off script. I'm sorry, but this is a good topic. It's a good question I want to ask you, man. Okay, do you think the world will be born? Do you think the world will be better with no problems?
There will always be problems. I don't think that you could ever have no problems.
No. The thing of the world was created with no problems. Everything was perfect. Would you think that's a better world than what we live in today?
No, because if there was no problems, there's no growth. There's no overcoming. There's no learning. If everything is perfect and everything is the way as it is, I mean, you're going to be stagnant. So your culture is going to be permanently stuck in whatever it is, those traditions, whatever those beliefs are. There will be no reasoning. You know what I mean? So I don't think so.
No, and I totally agree, Hunter. I'm saying this because I had a debate, not a debate, but more just a talk with my friends, and he was basically, so I'm not trying to bring religion in, because he an atheist, so he don't believe in God, and he don't believe in no God, not just Christian. And the thing is, he just felt like the world would be better if it was just perfect. If there was no crime, there was no this, there was no sadness, there was no this. And I disagreed with them. And I'm not going to bring religion into this. I'm going to explain you why. The thing is, the world has both good and has evil. It's wicked and it's powerful. The world, it goes, now the media shows you everything bad. The media wants the world to seem like it's a horrible place, that everybody's killing each other out here. I'm not saying that stuff doesn't happen, but if you will go out into the world and see the beauty of what the world is with, see, that's why I want everybody to travel, and I'm going to travel myself. The world has a lot of beauty in it, a lot of hidden beauty in it, a lot of amazing people. It's just the media just shows all the horrible people. But this is what I was saying. The thing is, you need sadness. You need anger. You need this. Because you said it best, Honcho. If you was perfect, you'd stagnant. Of the world is perfect, there is no culture. There is no people being original from themselves. Everybody just be the same. And I had to explain them that. That's what makes the world great. At a time when you pissed off, you can actually express your anger. That you can actually let it out and do what you and just express how you feel. Um, express your emotion. You know, the thing is, everything with something bad comes to something good. You know, the thing is, like, then he used this example on me, right? He used, okay, then why in the hell did World War II happen? I said, okay, good example. You know, well, you gotta look like what came out of World War II, man. Okay, of course, the Holocaust came out. Only over 40 million Jews died. Horrible. You know, one of the biggest dictators of all time came along. Horrible. But you know what else? One of the biggest dictators was destroyed. One of the biggest dictatorships was destroyed. That's a positive. You gotta think about it. 20 countries were created after World War II that wasn't even countries that had more people. The United Nations was created after World War II. I mean, positive comes from a negative. You know, you gotta think about it. When it comes to okay, another good example, slavery, Jim Crow. You gotta think about it. From slavery, the Underground Railroad came. Figures like Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, all of them came to speak for black rights. You know, that's a negative. Slavery is horrible. But the thing is, if slavery never happened, there is no individual. There is no character to black people. You know, because I'm only saying that because we don't know where we are from Africa. We don't know our African roots. Some do, but most of us don't. I'm just saying, I was telling them this. If the world had none of that, we were just all perfect, all white. And I mean white, I mean just like white and just blank, not color. There is no purpose for even being there because everything you want is there. It's like a team. It's like a team you love, right? You say, oh man, I want to go to the finals. You go to the finals every year. I want to go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to the Super Bowl every year. You get everything you want. You get tired of that. The Super Bowl, the finals wouldn't have the impact it would if you working for it. If you losing that one year and then winning it the next year. So all I was saying to him is that you need suffering. You need sadness because that can generate and that can also uplift and make the happiness and the beauty of the world much better. So, you got any questions for me, Honcho?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, why do you think that so many people these days? Because we were talking about initially, like some of these rappers. I think somebody said even Lil Jon, like 2 Chainz and Plies. Some of these other characters, they have degrees and things, but they feign a level of ignorance to sell more albums, do all this. So why don't you think they try to implement some intelligence? Why don't you think they try to promote education in their music? Why do you think that they choose to do something different when that's something that worked for them?
I mean, it's Honcho how the generation is, man. I mean, it markets money. Think about it. It sounds a lot better talking about fucking bitches and hoes and getting money and becoming a kingpin like Pablo Escobar and saying go to school, get your books, get an education, and get a degree. It just sounds better. When a hard beat come on, you know, they manipulate you with the beat. Always has and always will. But you don't read the lyrics. Always read the lyrics of a song that you like because you don't know what they're telling you. And you don't know what's going on in your head. And it just it builds for better money, Hunter. It sounds better. You know, it has a better flow saying fucking the bitch than it says go make money and provide businesses. You know, it's crazy, but yeah, I don't know why these rappers do that. Well, I just explained it. It's just making money, man. It just sounds better. It's what people want to hear. You know, and it's sad because we kind of lower ourselves to mediocrity. We lower ourselves for some form of ignorance to where you barely have kids, especially school ones, that can barely, Honcho, some of these kids in high school read at third grade level. Third grade level. You know, but look at the music they listen to. Young Boys on the playlist, Kemah on the playlist. You know, Lil Baby on the playlist, man. That's all they hear. And you probably don't know what they talking. You probably don't know who they are. You might No, Honcho, I don't know. But you probably can generate what these dudes are talking about. So it just sounds better. It sells better, and it is not kids that want to hear about books because that reminds people of school. It's like that part in your brain is not open up for certain kids. Like I'm different. Okay, I always say I'm an old man in a young person's body. I like to hear people like a Kendrick, like a Nipsey, like all of them who would speak knowledge, who like a Pop, you know, that would speak knowledge into people's brains and teach you a message while the song's still jamming. But a lot of people don't want to hear knowledge. You know, they'd rather hear something that's negative but sounds better than something that's positive that just doesn't sound entertaining to them. And that's what I think it is, Honcho. It just sounds better, it makes money, and it influences the brain. And it takes these children who don't have the education, who don't have the knowledge, who don't have the right foundations, like go back the functions and the fundamentals at home to know what is good for you and what's bad. They target kids, and then that's how it works, and that's how they generate their money.
Okay. Interesting. Just wanted to hear your thoughts on that. Well, that's a bet. That's all I got for you.
All right, Hunter. I'm sorry I didn't go into the. I kind of did, but I just want to hear your opinion about that topic, man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bet. It's all good.
All right, man. Anytime, Hunter.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. I'm sorry for going over, man. I went over like a motherfucker. It's 11 minutes,
man,
but
don't even trip, man. Don't even trip.
But if you have a problem, goddamn it, you heard me before. You know it's your boy Roman. All right, I'm out, man.
That's a bet. Y'all give me just a second. Y'all see I've been drinking all this fucking water out this cup, so I gotta take a quick honcho hiatus. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a Scotty's tail. We got plenty more to talk about. We may have an extended dinner, not like last fucking night though. Hell no, but we may have a little extended dinner tonight, man. So give me just a second. We'll be right back at it. All right, we back. And no, I don't sit when I pee. I shoot the corner three. Let's see what we talking about. Yeah, you drank. What you mean? Last night was so informative. What do you mean? We learned a lot last night, and it was very intriguing, man. It was very intriguing, man. Man. Man, that's tough. I used to always be a fan of when motherfuckers got called on to read. That used to be very entertaining. It was a particular chick I really couldn't stand. I used to love when she read. She always trying to talk shit. She had like a speech impediment though. I'm fucked up for it, but y'all laugh. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Man, what's up, Honcho? You already know who it is, man.
Already, yeah. Well, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this evening?
Man, I'm just calling in, man. I'm just having a good time, enjoying myself around family members. But what's it, Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday night, yes sir.
All right. Nah, man, I'm just calling in. What's today's topic?
We're talking about, is it smart to be stupid? And so what I'm saying is that, how people capitalize off, feigning ignorance, being dumb, or people dumbing shit down to sell more products, or, how, especially, in the black community, like motherfuckers they treat the more intelligent kids poorly. And I think really that's where I want to say it could be a class thing, but I know it's predominant that like I've seen in black society. 'Cause we were talking about it last night as far as, like I said, when I was younger, I used to be in the gifted class, and Miss Rashida was talking about it too, and just saying that, she had some of the same experiences that when she would be in classes with, that were predominantly black, they would kind of look at her funny for answering the questions, and being a smarter student, while they kind of just didn't really give a fuck. So that habit started to kind of, she kind of took on that habit a little bit too. And I understand, because like I say, I probably did the same thing. So it is what it is. But yeah, just talking about how society is stupid, basically. To shrink it all down.
Okay. You know what's crazy? I have an experience like that.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I mean, I've had all type of different racial experiences. Like I'm mixed with Hispanic and I'm mixed with black, like right down the middle.
Yeah.
So I've witnessed both sides of the fence, which sucks, because Hispanic and black, I've been mistreated on both ends of that spectrum.
Damn.
But yeah. So when I was in school, I would say when I was in, I think it was sixth or seventh grade. I don't know. It was middle school. I remember it was middle school. I was at Hartman Middle School. I don't know if y'all, people from H-Town, if y'all familiar with Hartman.
Yeah.
But I was going to Hartman Middle School, and I was in regular classes, and Hartman had this thing called the magnet program, and I had applied for it. And at first, I didn't get in it. And throughout the school year, like kids flunk out of the magnet program or can't keep up with the magnet program. So when they drop out, they'll push up. Kids that apply for it, that did make it, they're still eligible to get into it. If kids from the magnet program are flunking out. So I didn't get in initially. But somebody flunk out, they wasn't keeping up with their shit, so they pushed me up to it, right? So now I'm in the magnet program, and the school I went to, Hartman Middle School. If you don't know exactly where Hartman is in the heart of the hood, nigga. That shit is in South Side Houston, and it's predominantly black.
Okay. Roman say he a Hartman alumni too, man.
Yeah, the program, at least when I went, there was it was like 70% niggas there. 70, if not 65% niggas there. You know what I'm saying? It was predominantly black. You had Hispanics and you have a small portion of whites and, Asians and, your other cultures. But what blew me away is that I was in the magnet program, right? They put me in the magnet program, but I was surrounded by people that were not my peers. I was surrounded by Arabian kids, Asian kids, and white kids. Mostly white kids. And it blew me away. I was like, man, I've been going to the school for a long time, or I've been in this area, this hood, this neighborhood for a long time, and I've never had classmates this diverse. It blew me away. I was like, what in the fuck? What kind of shit is this? This shit was new to me. Yeah, and it threw me off. Every time I raised my hand, every time I had something to say in the classroom, the teacher kind of looked at me kind of funny too, and I noticed that. The teacher was actually adjusting to me, seeing me there too, because it was not an everyday thing to see me, a person looking like me in their classroom. And so, for me, it was definitely a transition to make, and then for the teachers and the people around me, it was a transition for them to make too. But yeah, and I wasn't the only black person in the magnet, program, but I was definitely the minority. When I was in the hood and I was usually around nothing but black people, they put me in these classes where I was surrounded by people that were not my peers, and it threw me off. And I was looked at differently, and that was the first time I experienced, I won't say racism, but indifference. I would say, I'll call it like that. I would say it was indifference, because I wasn't being isolated and being, it wasn't being racist to me. You can't be racist to me, not in the hood. I mean, you can, but that's not what they were doing. It wasn't racism. It was almost like I was indifferent, if that makes sense. They just treated me a little different, And that's the first time I experienced that shit. I was just like, damn. I mean, I'm smart. I'm doing all the right shit. I listen to my parents. I ain't causing no trouble at school. But yet I still find myself a victim of isolation and indifference, being looked at funny, different looks, all these different things. And I ain't understand that shit. And like I said, I was a very smart kid and a talented kid, but I experienced that shit. I didn't get into the gang activity and to all the extra shit until I got a little bit older, actually, to like, my late teen years going into my adulthood years. In which I found the military, and that was my escape. But yeah.
So looking back on it though, like, would you still go to the magnet program if you had that opportunity? You knowing what you know now, would you still do it?
Man, hell yeah. You understand what they treat, what they treat your average students like in the curriculum that I was in. I went to Hartman Middle School, and this is before they gave Hartman and Sterling High School that big boost, that big renovation. Cause they gave both the schools have undergone renovations and have gotten really big, massive, budget, improvements. And so the schools are better now, but back when I was there, oh man, it was a fucking shitty program. And compared to what we was getting taught in regular classes, it was a vast improvement when I went to the magnet program. The teachers seemed to actually care. Like when I actually had a question, the teacher would stop everything that's going on in the class to answer that one student's question. And you're talking about there's in a regular classroom there's about 20 to it can range from anywhere from 20 to 30 students in the class. But in the Magnum program, man, your classes were like 8 to 10 students. So when it came down to personal needs and really hands-on, they're more hands-on, you know what I'm saying? Because there's less students. It's really a privilege to be in those classes. It was what they consider it. That's how it is ran. It is a privilege. It's not only it wasn't just I was just a good student. I had actually had pretty good behavior at one point in time, and and so but I learned in school when I learned that I was really just a gimmick. That's when things changed in my behavior. But Cause at one point in time I learned that really school is a fucking gimmick. It really was. So that's why I started to rebel. But man, it was totally worth it. It was. It boosted my intelligence and it challenged me a little because at that point in time I wasn't being challenged. Not definitely not in school. The shit was starting to become a little simple.
So, did the challenge motivate you to want to learn more?
Almost definitely.
Okay. Because that's the thing that I've noticed that with a lot of folks, they get to a point, and that's why I say I've been reading a book. I can't even think of the name of the motherfucker right now. It was about intelligence. Talking about when you sit there and you're so busy telling your kids, oh, you're so smart. When they actually encounter something that's difficult and they can't do it, they tend to do poor in the long term. But when you tell them that they're a hard worker, to embrace challenges, things like that, then they end up doing better in not just school but life as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and so that's why I'm just interested that when you embrace those challenges, you do better. So, okay, interesting.
It does. Um, as human beings, we get complacent, man. We get comfortable, and that's not saying that's a bad thing, because you can get in a really good place and just get comfortable there, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's initially what we all want to do in life. That's our goal: get somewhere that we want to be at, and just stay comfortable there and live. You know what I'm saying? That's initially what we all want to do. Is live a comfortable life, something that works for us, or something that we can die happily doing. And but some people confuse being comfortable and finding some people confuse being comfortable and actually finding their life's end, like their life goal, like they're just where they're supposed to be at, their destination. They confuse the destination with what they find comfortable, and that's completely it's a mirage. Being comfortable can be a mirage sometimes. It could be a fucking mirage. It could be a lie to you. You can feel comfortable in the point in time that you're at, but as time goes on, as time winds on, you will see that, man, this is not my place. This is not where I'm supposed to be at. And and for example, like there's like famous people that are actors or like celebrities, and they hate that shit. They hate it. They're like, this ain't where I'm supposed to be at. I should be a baker or something, or I should be a fucking teacher. Like that. Like literally, I know you heard stories like that, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
People who have it all. Like there was a football player who had it all. It was like, but this ain't my purpose though. My purpose is to go serve my country and shit. And the nigga went off overseas and died.
There was a Pat Tillman.
Yeah, there you go. Multi-million. So you hear about these stories all the time. Like people, they dive into something, and they find success in it, but it's not their true calling. And you can find, like me, I found success in certain things, but it just didn't feel right. And so I'm still soul searching. I'm still digging, and it's tough, man. You can find success in one thing, like for all we know, Honcho, you're like this popular online YouTuber celebrity guy, but who knows? Your true calling could be goddamn working CIA or goddamn doing some wild shit like that. Like we don't never know. You never know.
You never know. I don't know about that one, but you never know. You're right though. It could be anything.
Or how about that? You can get a call from the Texans. You can get a call from B.O.B. Your boy B.O.B. calling you up, man. I need you. I need you to run backup for your little bro, man. For your little bro, Jadavian, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell Clowney, look, get the fuck up out of there. Go get paid. Go get paid. Get paid. These motherfuckers ain't trying to pay you.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be your calling, man. Just But nah, I'm just joking, man. But just you know what I mean. Like people, oftentimes, sometimes you can get caught up in something that ain't really meant for you. And I've gone through those type of struggles, and I've gone through I go through all kind of shit, Honcho.
So,
but
do you have an idea of what your ultimate destination is, or are you still, like you say, you still trying to figure it out, or
Man, I'm still soul searching, man. Like a lot of people my age, man. I'm old, but I'm young. You know, I'm like in that. I'm right in that moment in my life where it's make or break, nigga. You need to figure it out now, or you gonna really go off and be nobody. You're gonna be nobody.
Yeah.
And so I'm 28 right now. I'm at the crossroad right now where either I can decide to become somebody special to go on and do great things, or I can just fumble the ball and be just like my older brothers who ain't shit, living out of their mama's basement, and or living with their girlfriends. Their girlfriends making more money than they are, So I could be one of them niggas type of niggas. So it really all depends on me though,
Yeah.
because some niggas really have no choice but to live off their woman or live off their mama. But there are some niggas who actually have the mind to create things, to branch off, and to be better than most average Joes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I have that type of mind, and I've been seeing it my whole life. I've been disappointed myself. So where I end up is where I end up. I know it's gonna be doing something creative. Everything I do, everything I've tried to put my hand into has been something creative. So it was, the music. I went the music route. I tried to be a rapper. I tried to be a producer. I tried to do all that. Went to school for it, and I ain't gonna say I failed at it, but I didn't succeed to the point I wanted to succeed at it. I didn't make my music into something monetary. I attempted to. I've tried the art, the artistic art. Like I've drawn, I could paint, I could do all that shit. I'm great at it, but I've never turned it into nothing big. I never turned it into nothing big. It wasn't nothing a big deal. I never made my art into coins. So, and so I mean, I've tried to go the athletic route too. I was pretty good at ball, and I was pretty good at running track. But that didn't pan out. That's really the hardest route out. Trying to do it the sports way. It's easier to try to go the business way. Try to do something, something that art or music. That's actually easier. The sports way is so damn hard. But yeah, I've tried all kinds of shit pretty much. So I even went to the military, and that just goes to show you, man. And I'm not no weak ass nigga that's so quick to throw in the towel. It's just so many things I've tried my hand at, and it's not like nothing just sticks. It's just I've continually failed in life when it came down to trying to make these things succeed up to my standards, up to what I feel like is good enough. I found success doing the music thing. I've had shows. I've gotten but it's only been okay. Never been a success that I've won. The same to art. I've sold little pieces of art to people. My big thing was drawing anime and doing portraits and stuff like that. And that stuff, it didn't get far enough for me. And at least not right away. So maybe, I don't know, Honcho. Maybe it is, maybe I don't have no patience, man. I'm terrible at, I'm ADHD. I'm so ADHD. I can't keep focused on one thing. And I've quit on a lot of things too. So I quit on the military. I quit on art. I quit on the music shit pretty much. Just quit with that shit. So I'm not saying I'm a quitter, but it's a lot of shit I've just done away with because I feel like it's not getting me nowhere.
They always talk about the saying that when you're working at something and it's that moment you put away, you don't know what's right around that corner. And it might be that next opportunity, man. So maybe you could pick one of those things back up if it's truly what you find pleasure in, or maybe just like I said, we were talking about last night about introspection and sitting in the dark room, really focusing on what it is that's in your soul and trying to find that thing.
Yeah, I'll be caught between that rock and a hard place. I'll be caught between that spot where I've been doing this shit for so long and I ain't got nowhere yet. But damn, I sure have improved at it. I got so good at it. And I just never know. If I hold on to it for a little bit longer, I can get my break. And here comes the other end, the enemy. Or maybe it might be the right, it might be, who knows? The enemy might be the person telling the little voice telling me to keep going on. But here comes the other voice telling me, nah, nigga, stop this shit. You wasting a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of money. Your mama been telling you to stop doing this damn music shit. You're wasting your time. Get a real job. Your mom been telling you this shit now. Get a real job, nigga. Go to welding school, nigga. Go. And you know, there comes the other voice, the voice of reasoning, and it's like, man, it's like that right there throws you off. I'm sure you had this point in your little, you know, your little run with YouTube, you know, you're streaming, you know, doing what you're doing, where you were like discouraged. They're like, man, am I doing this? Am I doing this shit in vain, or is this shit really gonna pay off for me in the long run? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you don't know where to draw the line at. You don't know where to draw the line at. You don't know where to just you don't know where to just jump and make that leap of faith, or if you need to turn around and walk away from this shit. You know. And from what we saying from you, Honcho, you've made that leap of faith, and you're still leaping. You're free falling. Hell, you're hoping that something catches you, you hoping to land inside of the net and not fucking fall to your death. But you're free falling. You made that leap. You made that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Maybe it already paid off for you. I don't know. I don't hide your pocketbook, or I don't know what your goal is, your destination is. But you made that leap of faith from what I saw. You know, you told everybody is a member that, hey man, it's an ultimatum, and I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this shit or not. But you made that leap of faith and gave, you know, that faith into, you know, the subscribers and everybody that fuck with you. You gave us that faith, and you made that leap. And so as you know, as like me, like I made that same leap, and man, I don't know if at times I pulled back too soon, or if, you know, or if I didn't allow myself to fall to my own death to see if I just don't know. You know, and as humans, that's one thing that's so tricky about life is pulling back too soon or not pulling back at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
so,
and that's a tough decision to make because you really don't know. And it's just it's hard to figure out. And I really can't, you know, depending on what it is that you rocking with. But I mean, I think you just got to keep pushing. If the goal is to do it, because like I say, man, one day can turn around a whole lot. I mean, one day can.
yeah.
But it's like, you know what they say. What is opportunity is when. What it said is luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So sometimes it's just that preparation. It's that preparation. So you drawing in pictures. It could be somebody you draw that picture for, and they just go post it up somewhere, and somebody see that, man, who drew that, you know? Hey, we got an opening for an artist or whatever else it may be, and then that could be the plug that sets yourself up, you know, to leap. Or, you know, I don't know if you use social medias or anything like that, but you could be taking those drawings and posting them on the gram, just doing something daily. I mean, and it could grow that following. And people say, hey, man, can you know, let me commission something from you. Let me get this. It's so many angles that you can approach it with, but it's just about, yeah, it's gonna take some dedication. Like I said, because you know, like where I'm at, I'm not satisfied. I feel like that's what I was talking about. You know, doing some double dins and really stepping some things up. And I got a lot more that I need to do. But you know, it's the little signs that show that it can happen. But you know, you just like I say, you have to have a goal and intention, and man, and just you know, give it your all, man. Give it everything you got.
So what? I got a question, Honcho, because like I said, me right now, I'm finding right now what's lacking, bro. What's lacking with my hustle right now is I'm having a hard time getting up in the morning, bro, and just having a reason to I have a reason to get up. I have a daughter and have a family and shit, but sometimes that ain't enough, bro. It's like sometimes like I know that's my purpose, is take care of my family and shit, but sometimes a nigga need a little bit more. And what is it, bro? What is it, bro? What do you, like, I'm not asking you for, you know, motivation or nothing, because my motivation, like I said, is to provide for my family. That's going to be automatic. But what's the extra push that gives you the extra push to just get more than just that push you further than just providing? Like, fuck just providing. Yeah, I'm going to provide too, but nigga, I'm going to push myself further than that, nigga. Like, I'm not just gonna provide, but I'm finna be better than just a provider, nigga. I'm finna level up. You know about leveling up, nigga. Anybody can pay the bills, but nigga, what's up? Level up, nigga. You know, like that's what I'm trying to do, bro. I've been paying the bills. I've been being a provider forever, nigga. I've been doing that shit. That shit is, to me, honestly, that shit not even hard anymore, bro. I'm trying to level up, and that motivation and that factor, it's like, man, it's in me, and I want it so bad. I'm just missing something, man. It's just something I'm missing, bro. It
Man,
really is something I'm missing.
I think what it comes down to is honestly, and it is no boost, there's no real thing. Is getting to a point. It's still something I'm working on too. Is a schedule and consistency. Making like writing out your plan for whatever it is that you have to have a goal. That you are trying to seek, and really, even if you got to reverse engineer it and break it down backwards, but you got to have that plan, and you have to have consistency. Even when you don't really want to do that shit, you got to do it. I mean, I'm learning about how important the schedule is, and keeping things like that, on a daily basis. Like, it plays into so many factors. Your approach, your mentality, all this. Your schedule helps all of these things out. Your mentality, your health too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that you need to. It's organization is key. Organization, but I mean, like I said, schedule and consistency. I think are the two biggest things.
And that's what I've been lacking, honestly. Schedule, consistency. I can be consistent if I schedule myself. That's the thing. For me, one can't exist without the other. I can't be consistent without a schedule. You see how that works?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I need a consistent schedule.
Yeah.
I need to be on and one and see me. Usually a consistent type of nigga. Like when you see me, the first time you meet me, Honcho, is usually the nigga you gonna know for the rest of your life. 9 times out of 10 with me, like the nigga you meet is the nigga you gonna always know. That's just how I am. Since I've been a youngster, like I still got the same spirit when I was a young nigga. I've changed and I've matured, but I'm still the same nigga at heart. And yeah, honestly, with what you saying, what you said is like it hit home, and it completely makes sense. I just had to find a way to apply it to my situation, to my struggle. Because like I said, I've been paying the bills. I've been being these 9 to 5. I've been a 9 to 5 ass nigga for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to level up, man. I am, and I know you trying to level up too. And you leveling up. I can see your growth. I've been seeing your growth for a few months now, and it's a beautiful thing to see. See one black man grow, and that's what it's all about. Really, it's really all about growth as human beings. It's really not about nothing else. It's just really about growth. And I've not done a lot of growth in a while. I really haven't felt like I've grown, and so I just want to feel that growth again, man. And so that's really my motivation, man, for this year's. Yeah, my family is taking. I'm always do that. That's gonna be an automatic obligation. But I just want to find that motivation again in my life to grow myself, to just get that growth again and push forward. And I want everybody else to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, life should always be about pushing forward and growing and being a better human being. If we're not pushing, if that's not your life, if that's not how you live in your life with that mentality and that mindset of being better and pushing yourself forward and progressing, then you don't need to be living. Like, no offense, I'm not saying I wish death upon you, but you should not be living. You should not be living a life without, the expectation of growing and being better, because life is too damn short. Like and you got people just looking at like just even if you 50 some years old and you ain't never had no child and you never like, I'm sure there's somebody that still looks up to you. You've been on this planet too long for somebody not to look up to you, somebody not to look at you for advice. Like, there's no reason why you should be on this planet a long time without knowledge or a legacy to pass down. Like, that's my biggest thing in life, man. When I die, that's my biggest fear. When I die, I want to have something to be remembered for, something to let me behind. I don't want to just go away, die and just go away, and that just be the end of me.
Nah, I feel
Like
you.
that can't be it, bro. That cannot be it. And so what you're doing, Honcho, you literally building a legacy, bro. If you used to die today, bro, I can go back and listen to a podcast of you, like hundreds of podcasts of you. Like, I don't have that to leave behind. Most of us don't have that to leave behind. And so, I think about the type of shit all the time, man. Like, what is going to be my legacy? And I never really thought about my legacy a lot until lately, until I had a child, and that still didn't make me think about legacy. I didn't start thinking about legacy until like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when my child started getting a little bit older, and I started seeing how much he imitated me, how much, I was like, if I was to die, all I would have left behind is a child. But what else behind, what else other than a child would I leave behind, other than a couple of brothers and sisters? Like I need something tangible, something that is my work, something people can point at and said, he did that. Edwin Baptiste, he did that shit. Anybody can bust a nut. No offense, but a child, it's a legacy, but that's not enough for me. It's truly not. It is truly not.
Man, there's nothing wrong with
Anybody
having
could.
ambition for more. There's nothing wrong with having ambition for more. But like, my thing would be just, like I say, take some time, find yourself like a quiet space. You got to fire you one up or something or whatever it is. But have a plan and really determine what is it that you want to accomplish, and really break down what is it going to take you doing daily on a consistent basis, and then you know what you have to deal with on a day to day, and then where can you find the time to execute to move forward towards that goal. I mean, even if it's just 30 minutes daily or whatever else it is, but just do that shit every day. And I mean, as far as like you said, the art, music, or these various things, man, like the social media thing, and it's still something I still got to get better because I don't capitalize on it, but you just got to put something out there to the world. That's why we live in a time that is amazing like no other, because right now I'm sitting in my damn garage. A little hot in this bitch, a little humid, but I have the access to reach out to the world. People from all over, from Canada or elsewhere, Ireland, and people will tune in and watch the streams all over the country or whatever. And you have that access, and you got a phone. You have access to the world, and I think you got to look at it more on the opportunity side as opposed to what you haven't done, opportunities that you've missed. Like, fuck everything you'd have missed out on. You wake up tomorrow, it's a brand new fucking day. Like, you got, every day you wake up, it's brand new opportunities to make brand new decisions that you've never made before. Sometimes you gotta cut ties with old beliefs and old behaviors and say, okay, that was old Edwin, that was old Honcho, that was old whoever, and say, today I got a goal, I got a plan, I know where I want to go. If I want to do something different, I got to start thinking different. I got to start applying myself differently. I got to take some shit out of my life that I know is not serving me in getting towards where I want to be. Like, that was part of it, like a while back when I stopped smoking. I'd be on the street, I'd fire up, we'd be smoking, I'd be talking shit. But I realized, like, then that would have carryover that would impact other stuff that I was doing, as far as with the streaming and stuff. Like, my day be cool, and then I'm gonna let me fire one up, and I start moving a little sluggish. Streams wouldn't really be consistent or coherent. I'd be then dozed off halfway on stream or something towards the end or whatever else. And I took a step back and said, that's not helping me doing this every day. So when I cut that out, sacrifice certain shit that you love, like it may be something that you enjoy more than anything else, but you make those sacrifices, man, and you fill that time and that space or that effort and energy, whatever it is, with something that is focused in a particular direction, man, you will reap rewards, regardless of whatever religious beliefs, regardless of whatever just thought process you have. I mean, it's just nature. Like, you have to. I mean, if you sacrifice bad habits that you enjoy and replace those things with good tendencies, good habits, man, trust me, you're gonna get. You will see favor, blessings, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, the opportunities will start working. I'm a big believer in making sacrifices.
Yeah. And I sacrifice a lot, and I believe in sacrifice too, man. But I think at this point, Honcho, I sacrificed enough, man. I'm waiting on the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? When you put in your work, man, you really just expect your due. And right now I put in my work, man. I'm expecting my due. And I know I got a lot more work to put in, but you know, it could be a worse. I could be worse off, man. One thing I love about my situation and the woman and the woman that's behind me is you know as black men, as true black men, it's hard. It's really, man, it's hard to get by, bro. It's just really hard to get by. But when you have a strong black woman behind you, that shit makes shit all the more easier. It truly does. And it ain't got to be a strong black woman. It could just be a strong woman in general. I don't want to put no race, or I don't want to put a color behind it. It could just be a strong woman in general. That shit helps you a lot more, bro. Because to be honest, the situation I'm dealing with and what I'm in right now, if my baby mama wasn't a understanding woman and a great woman that she is, oh nigga, your boy wouldn't be here talking to you right now with the confidence that I'm talking to you with. I just wouldn't, you know. So she provides. She don't provide my backbone, but she reinforces it. She reinforces it. I'm the backbone as the nigga, as the man of the house. I'm the motherfucking backbone. But she reinforces that. She definitely reinforces me. So yeah. So I definitely want to give her a lot of the credit and give God the credit too, man. I know I'm not a God. I don't believe in the God that everybody else believes in. My form of religion is, I don't even have a form of religion, but I do believe in a higher power. But yeah, man, my family and my woman and just the people that I'm around, that's what's empowering me. My daughter, that's what empowers me and keeps me strong. And yeah, man, it keeps me strong and it keeps me from being stupid. It truly does. It keeps me from being stupid because I've been being stupid so much in my life. But them motherfuckers done wise me up. Having certain people around you will wise you the fuck up. But I'll go ahead and I'm gonna conclude with that right there, Honcho. Cause I think that's a good note to leave off on. Having the right people around you will wise you the fuck up. You know.
I absolutely agree with that.
So you know, and tuning into this goddamn channel has wised me the fuck up, honestly. You know, there's some interesting points a lot of people call in with. And you as the host, nigga, you have some interesting points. Let's not forget the goddamn Honcho. The show is your show. A lot of motherfuckers forget how interesting your life is and how interesting your points can be. You be having some shit to say, my nigga. You
Entertainment value only. Entertainment purposes only. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all now. But I feel you. I appreciate that.
For real. And nigga, you a funny ass nigga, bro. you may have missed your calling as a comedian, nigga. You one of them funny ass laid back niggas though, like like you know what I mean? Like one of them niggas are like they don't be out there trying to be funny on purpose. They just funny. They funny by accident. Like they just funny off the rip. Like well, you one of them niggas. Like you don't have to try to be funny, nigga. Like you just say some shit, man. This shit is automatically funny.
Man, like I might try to.
For real.
I'm gonna have to holler at Beyond. Might take a leap one day and just go stand up on stage. Steve Harvey was old as shit when he tried, and he was homeless for 2 years. I don't want to do that part, but you know, I mean, it's always opportunity to try anything, man.
You're underrated comedian, dog. You're underrated in the motherfucker. Shit. But all right, man. I'm out, Honcho.
All right, man. Edwin, as always, man. I appreciate your call, man. Like I say, man, just take some time and figure it out, man. You know what's inside you, man, and I think that you'll find that calling that you're seeking. You know, just dedicate some time to it, man. And I think you'll find everything you're looking for.
Right, and I'm trying, man. Cause like I said, I'm tired of just paying the bills, man. I want to do better, man. I want to do great. You know, that's all I want to do, man. We all pay the bills. We all do that. That's life, man. It's part of life. But we want to do better, though. I know we don't just want to just die and collect a Social Security check. And hell, my generation ain't getting no motherfucking Social Security check, from what I'm hearing. So I gotta goddamn grind. I gotta find some shit. But all right, Honcho.
Already, man. Appreciate your call, man.
Already, man.
Have a good evening. Shout out to Edwin, man. So, purpose, calling, that may be something we need to talk about real soon. You know. Yeah, you said a couple of things. I'm sorry for your ears. I apologize for y'all. I ain't cut the ringer off. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's prepaid.
Prepaid. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this evening?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Hey, man, I kind of want to chime in on something that Edwin brought up. Okay. And honestly, Edwin, don't feel bad when I tell you this, because there's so many people kind of caught in that 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man. I went to a seminar a while back, and basically the seminar broke down the handyman. If any of y'all familiar with a handyman is a very respectable occupation. He can pretty much fix anything. Light fixture go out, a door broken, whatever the case is, he can fix it. The problem with the handyman is he don't own any tools, he don't create any tools. This world is full of handymen. You can feed yourself, you're never going to starve, but you don't create anything. The way you get out of being a handyman, bro, is you have to change your thinking. Because when you change your thinking, you change how you look at situations, everything else around you starts changing also. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do music. I tell y'all this all the time. Nothing wrong with that. I can't rap, I can't sing, but the reality of it is if you have a skill set with doing it, there's nothing wrong with it. The problem is that you don't go all the way with it. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you let other people tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. I haven't heard many people's music in the den, but you're going to try to tell me that your music is not better than half these niggas out here on XM radio? I just don't believe it. I won't believe it. But the difference is that majority of them cats was working certain jobs, or maybe they was, sell a little bit of dope. They all swimming down there selling bricks, which we know that's a lie. But whatever little amount of money they got, they put it into studio time. If you're a producer and you're making beats and you don't have an adequate computer, you don't have a keyboard, how exactly are you taking the next step? A lot of niggas who we never heard of made a whole bunch of fire ass beats, and that's how they made it. But how you get to that point if you don't have the tools? That takes you back to being a handyman. There's nothing wrong with whipping a few pots, but bro, you ain't gonna never be a chef if you don't ever get the personalized skills to acquire that. It don't matter how good you cook. The chef is a nigga who went to culinary school, or he's professionally trained. You could be the coldest nigga in the kitchen. You ain't nothing but a line cook. You'll be paid as such. It don't matter how many times the pipes start leaking and you fix them, you still the fucking handyman. When you get the formal training, you become a plumber. When you focus on instrumentality, you become an engineer. That's the difference. That's the difference. And Edwin, man, take it from another father. Your legacy is not hard to go find, bro. You got a child. If you're number one, if you do nothing else when you leave this earth, you make this place, you give your daughter or your son a better opportunity than you had, you've done everything a parent is supposed to do. Point blank, period. Everything. That should be your number one thing, period. Speaking for myself, I can tell y'all right now, I have lost faith in anybody pretty much my age. I can't change the way they think. I can't change the way they access situations. My goal is to instill everything that I believe in moving forward in my children. Because if my children can go out here and perform at a level that I wasn't able to and get there a step faster than I was, maybe they can pull somebody up with them. See, the key for me is that the foundation is laid for my kids, and now they know what the expectations are. You can't lay around here and talking about some, you trying to find yourself. Not in my house. I ain't playing that shit. So now they got to deal with their expectations. Maybe they'll exceed it, maybe they won't. But the fact of the matter is, they're gonna have to wake up and understand they can't be handyman in my house. We can't have a handyman and handywoman in my house. We gotta have some engineers over here. You gotta build something over here. You gotta create. I'm not impressed with the fact that when the lawnmower stopped working, you went out here and sharpened the blade. You want to impress me, you gotta build the tools to sharpen the blade. You want to impress me, you gotta go out here and show me that you can fix it to where the lawnmower and the blade ain't gonna never get dull again. Like you say, like we both said, it all go back to standards. It always gonna go back to standards. If these standards are laid down, a lot of these problems we wouldn't be having, bro. Too many of us are questioning ourselves, and we know motherfucking well we can achieve anything we put in our mind to. We ain't putting our mind to it because the motherfuckers around us keep telling us that we can't do it, or we too dumb, or wasting our time. It's your time. Who can tell you that you're wasting your time if it's your fucking time? You don't know when you're gonna die, so how the fuck is you wasting your time? But if you was focused on being the best version of you, nobody else's ideas, nobody else's bullshit as depiction of how the world works would matter to you. Get out that mindset, bro. Stop questioning yourself and start questioning the world. When you stop questioning you, start questioning the shit that's going on around you, I promise you, shit gonna become clear as crystal. I guarantee it. And that applies to you too, Honcho, because I tell you all the time, keep going all the way in with this shit. Because you don't know where it's going to lead to, I promise you. But one thing we both know is if you keep having 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you're never going to progress.
Yeah, that's true.
Period.
That's true.
And if for any of y'all who in school, bro, and I'm telling y'all this shit, any of y'all who in school, stop letting people tell you don't need fucking school. Stay in that shit. You already started it. If you start anything in this world and the end result to get a degree, whatever school you go to, owe you that degree. Finish this shit. You're in the military. Stick through that shit. Then people owe you benefits for the rest of your life. Stick with that shit. The easiest thing to do in this world is to quit. I don't give a fuck how simple or how complex it is. The easiest thing to do in this world is to quit. Period. That's it for me. Y'all be blessed.
Prepaid, I got a question for you though.
Yes, sir.
You know, I know you saw that we were threatened with some legal action. You know, can we? What is it going to take for us to retain your services, man?
Well, after I went through it and enjoyed all 2.5, 3 hours of that shit, Lord have mercy. I don't think y'all can afford me for what she's finna bring upon y'all. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Boy, hey, that's some of the wildest shit I think I've ever.
Man.
Bruh. And the chat, y'all ain't no fucking better because y'all agging this shit on the whole time. Man. Y'all the most instigating motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Y'all are the worst. You know what y'all was? Y'all the reason why motherfuckers got beat up in school. Because y'all be instigating that shit and niggas be getting their ass took on the bus because of y'all. Y'all wrong for that shit. Then niggas beat up, y'all gonna say, man, I don't know why they was fighting. You know how niggas be tripping? Nigga, that's your fault. Yeah, Honcho, listen, if she come back around and we need some legal representation, I'll step in, but I don't think we're going to see her for a very, very long time. Yeah, that's a fucked up way to go out, Jack.
Man, I'm telling you, she told me she was gonna hit me up. She told me she blocked me. I was like, well, damn, okay, if you say so.
I don't even know how it even worked for her to block you. That shit gotta be a head scratcher. You the one with the fucking channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out still to this day. You know, it's been over a week or so. I'm still trying to put it all together. But yeah, that shit was wild, man. I'm glad you got a chance to check that out.
That shit had me in tears. Anytime motherfucker lose they noodle like that, please let me know just in case I missed that shit, because I need that. Nigga, I was in my office and that bitch, look, I sent the email a lot of time under the weather. I'm in that bitch laughing, think I'm crying. I said, hey, come in here. Leave me alone, bro. I'm in this bitch rolling. Heidi, oh my God, Heidi, you're the fucking worst. Instigating ass. Fuck with me, Honcho.
Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
Nah, really. Yeah, see, Heidi a troublemaker. Y'all don't be peeping. She dip in and out so y'all can't see the consistency. But Heidi is a troublemaker. She's a threat to society. It's just all bad. When you get to dealing with Germans, it's all bad. You know, we're familiar with your lineage, so we know what you're about. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, because I think you can still check out the chat. You just can't be a part of the conversation. I'm sure you can still watch the stuff. You just can't participate in the like comments and the other stuff, man. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, and I agree. You know, and what Prepaid was talking about, I was thinking about that the other day when he said that about going all in. That's why I say I'm gonna start doing the double dance. I'm gonna start doing something during the day. And I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know if y'all hadn't voted on that little community post I put up there. I saw you had like 60 something votes, and I think between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Got the most votes, and I think second most was like 10 to 12. I'm kind of leaning 10 to 12 because of what Beyond a Funny nigga said, you know. And he was like, you know, you always say den at 10. And, you know, if you do den at 10 in the evening, 10 in the morning, I think that that might be ideal, you know. And then folks, you know, throughout their day, if they got a little, you know, people work, you know, people generally when they go to work, they do all their shit early on and they start coasting through the rest of the day. So, you know, by that time, you know, the content will be there. They can kind of coast through the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I'm leaning for. So I agree. Booker T had a problem. He didn't say Booker T watched. That's funny. Yeah, I'm coming for you, nigga. I'm coming for you. Oh man, Jack. That's tough. That's why I fuck with y'all, man. But yeah, it's definitely time to go all in. So like I said, you know, I was telling them about scheduling. That's what I say. It's something that I have to work on, very important. I have a little book here. I done jotted my plan out for the week. How I'm approach this stuff. So I'm gonna be, you know, those super late night dens like last night. Don't expect too many more of those. You know, we may go over from time to time depending on the day. But you know, it ain't gonna be look, ain't gonna be none of them 5 to 7 hour dens happening no more. So I'm judged be honest good on my calories today. I don't wanna hear that shit. But man, I fucks with y'all. I think we'll go we'll do 2.5 tonight. I ain't gonna lie, I was wide last night. Damn near 7 hours. So we'll go by about 15 more minutes or so. But you know what he's saying about going all in, man, that's extremely important. Because you know you get what you put in, that's what people say, right? And you want it all. But if you only dipping and dabbing and you just kinda doing a little this, kinda doing a little that, you're gonna only get kinda a little something back, kinda a little bit of this back. And so I've looked at some of the things that I've done lately, like on a personal level. And, you know, for so long, all I did was stream and I didn't really drop shorter form content. But the returns on the shorter form content are so much greater. I mean, even like say with the Jesse Smollett video, the return on that content in a week or so was so much greater than damn near 2 years worth of streaming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it only makes sense, you know? We're talking about time is money and everything like that, but the stream is something different because it's about the engagement, but the short form content must be put out there. And so that is very important. Yeah, last night's den was like 6 hours and 40 something minutes, like 47 minutes. So it was damn near close to 7. You know, so Negro men and women were educated in literature and mathematics and the sciences with little thought of what had been taking place during the preceding 250 years, except perhaps as something to be escaped, to be, and that's what I don't understand, man. And this is y'all know how I feel about it. Like how, because to me it seemed like right after slavery, like there was a big push. Now, not by everybody. And this is what I wonder. This is what I wonder too, right? This is what yeah, you're right. But this is what I wonder. wealthy, the ones we call the bourgeois or the boule or the elite blacks or whatever you want to call them. Like I don't see a problem with people getting money. It's out there to be earned, because I know a lot of people have issues with rich folks, but it's a lot of people that didn't start out that way. Fucking Bezos didn't start out that way. Zuckerberg didn't start out that way. These guys, America gives you the opportunity to build something that people fuck with it. You can be well paid. The chick who made Spanx, when she pulled up on Oprah, she was in an apartment, made it look like an office with some friends. And, she blew up. So I have no problem with rich people, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. What I'm speaking on is, I wonder if, because we generally, like I say, it's not Black Channel, it's a diverse channel, but I talk about, Black perspective quite often for those of you who are like, well, what is he talking about over there? Do they tell the same story? I know for a fact they don't. I know for a fact they don't tell their children the same stories that we share in the hood, or if you're in an impoverished area or whatever else. I know for a fact they don't. I know they don't. Like, I don't know. I know a couple of all right, Black folks doing okay for themselves, but I know more of other races, but personally. But I know they don't. I know they do not. You know what I mean? Fuck you, Heidi. It's like love. Yeah, we can see what it is. We've been taught to have this perspective about, rich people. If rich people were shitty, you can talk about tax benefits, you can talk about whatever the fuck you want to. It's 400 niggas coming out of Morehouse that ain't tripping on a rich nigga right now. My question about that video is, why were those gentlemen so intent on watching that man eat that ice cream cone? You feel me? Exactly. Because I remember it was a guy, because there was a point, and I need to get back to it because those were very informative, but I would watch those, like when they would do like a book release at a library or something, they'd have like, and the author would come there and he would, speak on it, he would take questions and do those things. And you learn a lot just that, even if you may not have read the book, but you can they share a lot of insight how they got to that. And it was a guy, and he wrote one about, I want to say it was the boule, or it was something about the elite, because there's what we think of the boule, and then there's, the other boule, what's the other one called? Jack and Jill and some other stuff like that, right? But my thing is, why are they able? What's so different? Got the same skin color. Yeah, the money's right, and that's a difference. But outside of that, because we use the phrase like, oh, because I look like this, is because this, and this. Well, it's not because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of that. It is because, like Mike just when he called in, you're thinking, man. You're thinking, and I believe that. I'm telling y'all, look, I had a situation. I was in a situation, and when I was looking around my surroundings, and I'm looking at these motherfuckers, I'm like, man, I'm tripping with myself and my life. It was the wake-up call. I'm tripping with myself and my life right now. I'm not finna be in this bitch with these old ass niggas who been doing the same shit since they was teenagers. These niggas 50, 60 years old and got the same, and that shit. So, like I say, I got home and I told y'all about I locked myself in a room for about 6 months and come out to go to work, go deal with whatever legal issues or whatever. And I'd be in that room. You wanted to find me, I was in that fucking room. Like, you ain't have to ask. Partners, they pull up, just knock on the back door because they knew where I was, and just, what you got going on, man? I'm in the books, man. I'm working on something or whatever. And, they kick it for 10, 15 minutes and go on about their way because I'm trying to get back to doing what I'm doing. And once I started applying, and this is just simple shit, the basics of what I was reading, and start changing my thought process, start changing my reasoning, so, switching from the excuses to the reasoning. And man, I saw a great change. And again, like I say, certain little opportunities would come that never would have been able to happen had I thought a particular way. And when you're newly getting introduced to something, you I won't say you call it backsliding, but it's about that all in. Like, I applied a lot of it, but then, still being in certain environments, doing certain things, still had me kind of second guessing it. And so sometimes I have to do a little refresher or whatever, but when you change the mentality, the outcomes fucking change like you almost want to say fucking immediately on some real shit, like immediately. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, that's just my thought process, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The poor is a mindset. And that's what people got to, man. You know, like we just talking about the library, and niggas don't want to go to the library. Like I remember when I would go, and that bitch, I'm leaving out this bitch. Look, I'm sitting here for a minute, read something. I'm finna leave out this bitch about 10 books. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back next week. And I come in there and see what motherfuckers in the library just to use the computer. I see motherfuckers in the library on Facebook and shit. You know, and like, y'all know some books in this bitch, right? Y'all know it's like a lot of information on these pages on this paper. Not them fucking status updates, but fucking Heidi. But you know, where you direct your attention is what you're gonna get. If you continue looking for the bad in life, man, you're going to find it. You know, and if you seeking everything is shit, everything's shitty, everything's fucked up, then you only gonna look for the fucked up shit because you're not gonna give attention and credit and validation to the good things. Oh, that was just this one time. That was an anomaly. You're not gonna fucking give credit to where fucking hold on. If Hilton's what I'm thinking about, one of them motherfuckers was an asshole. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Hilton. I think he was the dickhead. I think he was the one that was on that powder too. Say if you're gonna hide something from a nigga, put it in the book, man. They ain't lying. Man, Hilton was on that, on the fucking powder. But I think Hilton was the one that was on that powder, man. Hilton was to let him have it. I gotta go back and see because this was some years back. My old lady, she was working at a restaurant. She said the motherfucker came in that bitch and he was the fucking dickhead. Like he just said that nose was just active. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, you hating on my boy Mattress Mac. See, y'all think his name is Mattress Mac because he sells furniture. You know, when you thinking what is his name, Jim McInville or whatever. Nah. That nigga's a motherfucking Mattress Mac. Man, y'all, man, look, let's talk about Mattress Mac, man. Look, Mattress Mac came up off the side of the road, man. I remember my uncle telling me about that. They used to see when he would be off the side of 45 and had like a little tent or some shit. I remember him telling me about this shit. He had like a little tent or some shit. And he was selling furniture. I don't know if he started out with used furniture or what the fuck he had. But he was trapping furniture. And I decided to and came up and built that empire. That's you can't do that anywhere else. Where else are you gonna be able to? You cannot do that anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Then you go in the gallery furniture. You know they're gonna treat you good. They're gonna get you your shit. Hey man, look, you gotta catch a body. You gotta catch a body, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. But my thing is this, man. Look, ain't no emotions in business, man. Well, okay, yeah. You, in Houston, there's a very big furniture corporation, and there's a guy named Jim McInville, Mattress Mac, and I want to say Mattress Mac had another little show, man. He had put me on some game about one of the bushes because he did like I want to say it's like not a podcast, but he would go speak somewhere, and I just happened to catch it like on a I don't know if it was like a community, what do they call them? I can't think of the name. Somebody suggested I go check one of them out. You know, just like the local TV where you can kind of get your own little time slot. You can buy your own little time slot or whatever. But he was talking about meeting the first Bush. And he was saying what that man would do every day, first thing in the morning, is he would send out thank you letters to everybody he met the day before. If he just had an encounter, brief conversation with him, whatever it was, he would send like a thank you or like a card or whatever, just kind of reiterating stuff. You know what I'm saying? And man, he was just saying some interesting things about the man. It's like we get pushed, we get sold a bunch of a bill of goods by the media that always comes up short. They sell us those back order slips. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit they talk about never fucking comes through. You got to be an H-Town to know about that shit. But, you know, man, people who become great people, who are great people, is because they do great things that I'm not going to say that normal people don't do on a regular basis. You know, and it's little things like that can change the game for you. You fucking go have an interview, something you really want, hey, send a little, hey man, I appreciate you taking the time to interview me. I thought it was a good interview, whatever it may be. Like, there's so many little things, man, people appreciate. Why are you hating on Mattress Back, babe? Let me find out Hilton got some German or some Argentinian in his blood or something. But the thing about that is, man, like I say, you know, there's the little things that they do on a daily basis. That's what had me talking about consistency. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta appreciate great people. You gotta study what people did that made them successful. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna talk about this. We got a couple more minutes. We're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna kill the line here because we're gonna get ready to wind this down. But I might give y'all a little mixer action night. You know, I'm gonna fuck with that. I don't know. But we'll get on the mixer because I like talking shit with y'all. But Lil Nas X, when Mike called in and said that man had like $5 to his name when he made that song, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the come up. You know, a lot of motherfuckers think, oh, you gotta buy dope, re-up and flip it. Sometimes you gotta re-up in yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta re-up with yourself. And that man invested in himself, man. And right now is on top of the world. The video is probably, I mean, it's a rap video, but it's probably one of the better videos out. You know what I'm saying? The man made the song, hit the top of the country charts. They knocked him off the top. Nah, we ain't fucking with this shit. This ain't really country. And reached out to Billy Ray. Said, fuck it. Reached out to Billy Ray. This man is on top of the world. Wrangler. What niggas is fucking with Wrangler? Wrangler is giving this man a line of fucking jeans. And the motherfuckers was mad about it. But watch niggas start rocking Wranglers. Y'all niggas couldn't buy a pair of Wranglers. I can't tell you the last time I seen a nigga in a pair of Wranglers in the city. But my thing is, man, that man invested in himself and flipped that shit into something major. And I don't know if he'll ever make another song that'll be halfway as good. Who knows what he'll do? I don't know. I'm not knocking him. I hope he's enjoying his success, but he has to be thinking about the future too. You know, I'm shit. I got much love for whatever he's doing. I like the little country song, the little song. It's cheesy, but I like that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I like the little cheesy. Yeah, I like it better than anything I ever heard from fucking Young Thug or any of them weirdos out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at these young niggas for taking the opportunities but y'all gotta understand, especially with technology and stuff, a lot of people hate on the young niggas. Man, it's people in your age range and demographic that are using that shit too. Man. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you could join us. Shout out to Elizabeth Stevens. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. 129 for the Wranglers. Okay, what's wrong with that? That's a line that's been around, an established line, but they were charging how much was niggas buying Red Monkeys for back in the day? You know, Platinum Fubu and all that other stuff popped up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they was super happy about it, man. Look, let that man eat. Man, look, I'm going. I'm upgraded. I'm going to Kohl's now, baby. You was clowning my boy. Wise. So let me see what's going on in Kohl's over here. But my thing is this, man. You think like this? Can't knock the hustle, man. I always gotta respect, like, you know what I'm saying? They $10 and ugly. So you telling me them ugly ass jeans folks used to wear back in the day with With them ugly ass monkeys and snakes and all that other bullshit. Them hoes wasn't ugly. Them hoes was ugly as sin. Them hoes was ugly as shit. The niggas was wearing them, buying them 4 sizes too big, Soldier Boy style. Them hoes was ugly as fuck. Hey, look, if I'm gonna stop by the lobster tank, I'm gonna buy a lobster. You feel me? I'm gonna release him into the wild and set him free. But all I'm saying is this, man. He turned nothing into something because, like Prepay was just talking about earlier, about him going all in. That's what all in can get you, man. And so, if you got a plan, you got a dream, you got some thoughts, go all in. But what I'm saying too about the technology is that there are people of every age group using technology. So if you're an older person, yeah, you can make something that's going to appeal to people in your age range. You may be a little bit lower, a little bit older, then who was it? Who was the other one? Because you look at that Facebook, they promoted the shit out of old people. That portal thing for old folks who don't know how to use the phone, they just got the automatic shit that just dial into your house and start following you around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's what that update gets you. But again, you gotta make your own lane, man. Like, fuck what anybody else thinking about. Fuck with people, who are just doing shit because everybody else doing it. Like, it is what it is. What? Hold on. Who won that sweet berry one? Nah, I need to take, what is that, 68 pistachio from sweet berry 32. Nah. But there's something for everybody, man. And so that's why I say people just gotta capitalize on it. Something for the simpers out there. Derek Jackson got a whole lane. That nigga's a super simp. But yet this nigga always in the car. You don't ever see this nigga tell women all this shit, but you don't ever see this nigga with no chick. Or from what I heard, he got a baby mama that, that's a whole different situation. But, it's something for everybody. If you find your niche, you find your target, and you focus on that shit and hone in on that shit. The fuck, Heidi? Yeah, that motherfucker's the worst. Like, that man selling pipe dreams. That dude is. Who was worse off? Who did more damage, or who has done more damage to women? Derek Jackson or Steve Harvey with the Think Like a Man book? Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, Derek Jackson, that's the type of nigga that'll, he want to smash, you find out your homeboy to smash. He's the type of nigga to run behind the bitch and be like, well, you let that nigga hit, you let that nigga fuck, why not me? He the nigga that dropped the L word. That's the type of dude that'll drop the L bomb. You say Derek Jackson, he still got it going, You ain't got to read a book to you ain't got to read a book to check him out. That dude there, is tough, man. I ain't mad at him. I mean, it's his hustle, but I don't understand how he keep a straight face saying some of the bullshit that he be saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Yeah, from what they saying, Harvey might be headed to wife number 4 now. They talk about it, he losing these shows. He losing shows. He losing hoes, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get in a mixer here in probably about 10 minutes or so. But, it is what it is. Yeah, you ain't lying. That dude there, like, it's about accountability, man. Yeah, he be selling it. He be selling it. Yeah, it's all right that you got 5 kids from 5 different niggas, and they be calling your phone at all hours of the night. You a real queen, and a man needs to recognize that. And he needs to be a man to deal with them other men and take care of all 5 of them kids because you a queen. That nigga be selling some wolf tickets, man. Stop with the nonsense, But it is what it is, man. Now you gotta be accountable for your decisions. But here is the deal, man. I fucks with y'all. I fucks with y'all. Hit that den shop. Get you that's unfortunate shirt. I got some shit got some new designs. I'm gonna drop tomorrow. I got them already. Well, I got them. I got the VIP exclusive shit. But I'm gonna put the designs in the shop tomorrow. I'm gonna rock one of the new ones tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Man, let me drop all the proper socials and shit. You know, hey, if y'all ain't hit that like button yet, man, hit that like button. I appreciate everybody who just been rocking with it. I appreciate all the new folks, man, because there's a lot of new folks been here, but y'all been rocking with it tough, and I appreciate all y'all. You know, whether we agree or disagree, I know the last couple of days we had some disagreements, if you will, but I think we all right. I think we all cool. You know, it just is what it is. You know, hopefully nobody got their feelings hurt too bad. We'll all be all right. If so, you know, it may take a day or so, but y'all will realize. I think everybody was just speaking through their experiences. So, you know, it's all Gucci. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Den Show Live at Gmail if you want to send something. The Den line, like I say, even when it's not open, you can always send a text. You can always send, you know, pictures if you want to send a meme or something like that. A picture of your fried chicken, that's always welcome. And, you know, if you just want to leave a voicemail, you can always do that. If you ever want to leave a one-time donation, go to streamlabs.com/The Den Show. If you would like to pledge to The Den Show on a monthly basis, you go to patreon.com/The Den Show. But with that being said, hey, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all for rocking with me this evening. I'm going to slide over to the mixer, you feel me? So if you fucking with the mixer, you know, come on through. I'm just going to be talking shit. Fucking with one of these games for a little bit. I probably ain't gonna stay up too late tonight. But I fucks with y'all, man. You don't eat friends' food anymore. What happened with that? You still in the printing stage at Teespring? Damn. Okay. Hold on, let me see. But that's a BET. Hold on, I see it on the phone. That'll be nice. Let me see if I can catch this last call because the phone ain't connected. So if it show up on the app, I'll take the call. But if not, then that's that. You know, it's not showing up on things. I closed the app already, so the call ain't coming through. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. I fucks with y'all. I thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening. It is a blessing and an opportunity to get to chop it up with y'all. I don't want y'all to ever think I take that for granted. I appreciate y'all taking the time because time is the one asset that you can never recoup. And the fact that y'all spending time in the den, fucking with your boy Honcho, man, that's again, that is greatly appreciated. But with that being said, I'm out. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. You better learn how to use that charger, lady. Listen, man, slide on in the den and not in the den, on the mixer. Get on that game so I can whoop your ass. I don't know how I can whoop your ass, but I figured out one way. Get on that mixer. Actually, let me put the link up for y'all. All right, there you go. But with that being said, I'm out. See, I'm telling y'all, look, Lady Licious, y'all ain't got to go. Y'all got to get the fuck out of here. I'm finna talk about shit in a little outro though. See, Lady Licious be on, you know, she been hanging around black folks too much. Lady Licious be on colored people time. But it's like she didn't change it to white people time. And she always slide into something late. You know what I'm saying? And so, oh no, nah, you don't tell me no. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with y'all, man. I'll catch y'all on the mixer if you're gonna be there. I'm out.